Hey, it's Zero at PGzoneHD, and I'm actually just going to be picking up right where I left off in part 1. We're going to be building kind of a small racetrack here. Well, I say building a racetrack. I've already built the racetrack. We're going to be building around it. And the first thing I want to do is just add a little bit more terrain to kind of give me a little more wiggle room to build around the track. Now if you notice, of course, the track is pretty high up off the ground, and with the way that, why is it, oh okay, I guess I'm touching that one piece over there. With the way that the game works is, a lot of times, like, you can't put a sloped piece right underneath the track. Even though it looks like it should fit, a lot of times the game's not going to allow it. So we'll see if I can put it, yeah, see, like right here. Looks like that's, yeah, okay. I guess that'll work somewhat. I wish you could actually put the terrain right underneath the track, but again, a lot of times it's not going to let you do that. Sorry if I sound a little raspy. I just woke up not too long ago, but this was something that I wanted to do for a while, so I was like, I'm going to do it this morning, even if I sound a little groggy. And what I'm looking for is just the basic terrain pieces. There we go. I think I cycled through everything just to get to it. And again, this is usually the most time-consuming part of building one of these tracks, is just putting down these pieces. Actually, I think I got a long stretch. There we go. That should fill in a good portion of that. Now see, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this whole big block right here to match up against that. And now I need to cover up the sides of those two pieces there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this piece here and add this, basically just going to be almost kind of like a small mountain in the corner over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to worry about that later, so I'm going to come back to that. Now one of the pieces that I wanted to use on this track was, there was some new buildings, there we go. There were some new pieces that I picked up out of the Radiator Springs, or the Cars playset, that I wanted to put on the track. So let's see where I can put these. Let's see if that's gonna work. Actually, you know what? That would, I just now realized that would allow me to build like a second layer of track up above. So I'm wondering if, since this is such a small track, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to do what I want to do. Alright, so let's put it, now that's lined up, let's put it right here, and then I'm going to end up needing to raise the terrain up. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to raise this whole side. And that is actually going to mean that I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to redo some of that stuff that I did over there. But I'll come back to that later. So what I want to do here is add another layer of terrain, or track. Now some people had commented that I had made shortcuts just so that I could beat the computer or whatnot, but I mean, even if the track doesn't have any shortcuts at all, I don't have any problems beating the computer, even if it's just, you know, one piece of track. I don't even remember if I've lost to the computer at all. I don't think I have on any racing. Wow, is it not gonna let me? It's not gonna let me put that piece there that I want to put right there. So it's gonna change what I want to do a little bit. Let me test. I'm gonna test that out real quick. So basically, what's gonna happen, hopefully, is alright. I gotta raise the ramp up. What's gonna happen is I want to jump to the next piece of track since I can't connect it. Alright, that's a little too close. So we're gonna move that piece out, and I'm gonna add a longer piece too. So I want to make it a little difficult to get on there. Now if you didn't, there was another video that I did showing me building one of these tracks, and I mentioned that you always have to put, like, if you add more track pieces like this, you want to make sure that you don't put them too far away from the main track, because if you do, like if I were to build that to where it's like way up here or way off to the side or something, it'll reset you back onto the track. Now the next thing I want to look at is I want to look and see what it's like to not go up there and to drive on the bottom part of the track. I just want to make sure that it doesn't look weird or anything right there. So that's essentially what it's going to look like underneath. And there should be enough to where should be enough room right there to where I can put a ramp at the end of both pieces. It's always in the you know, it takes me a minute to find whatever I want in here. Now these pieces over here, I don't really like using those too much. Those don't work as well as these do. You know, I just noticed the track is a little off center too, so let me fix that. I'm sure you guys are probably starting to see why it takes so long to build these tracks. I mean, we're 15 minutes in and I'm really still in the beginning phase of making this track. And that doesn't look like that's going to give me enough room right there. So actually what I want to do is shorten this piece here. Alright, and that's going to leave me plenty of room to put a ramp below too. And of course the game wants to fight with me on it. Alright, so there we go, and I usually do this part later, but we'll go ahead and put the boost pads down now. And the only thing that I'm concerned about is where that... Wow, look at that. Look at him go. That's going to be a pain to fix. Sometimes it won't let me grab this piece. Yeah, see? Oh, there it goes. Alright. Sometimes it won't let me grab it up there and I have to grab it on the track, but since the boost pads are almost embedded in the track, the only way to get to them most of the time is to tear up the track piece. Alright, so that should leave plenty of room right before you get to that turn. Oh, Alright. Alright, so that gives us just enough room to do that. So that's going to be kind of our almost, I won't say main piece, but I mean that's going to be one of the more exciting parts of this track. And there's another building that I think I want to use here in the corner. Let's see. I haven't used this courthouse yet. And again, the only thing I'm kind of worried about is where the curve is. I just noticed it's got a kind of a long ramp that you can go up the side right there too. I'm almost disappointed this is such a short track, because these are some pretty interesting buildings that would work really well on a bigger track. I think that'll be alright. Let me see what this other one is. Let's see. Yeah, that other one's got a little part that you jump on the side right there too. And that is the farmhouse that I just used. Alright, let's just, I guess I'm gonna roll with the courthouse. Almost looks like it's got doors right there on the side. I think I'm gonna turn it around this way so that people know not to try to jump it, because that won't get you in any better position since it's right there on that turn. So let's see what this looks like. So that's pretty much, that's what we're looking at right there. I'm not sure what this button does because I've never used this building. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so those are our two main buildings. And then the next step would be to fix this terrain over here. Alright, so to save a little bit of time, I edited out this part. Basically, I just went in, I added a slope down here at the bottom all the way across, and I raised up the terrain a little bit, added some more slopes right here. And I couldn't quite get the pieces to match up going across. Like, there was a little bit of room there to where I couldn't just use the slope all the way through. So I ended up just putting those two pieces there, and it doesn't look quite right. It doesn't match up perfect, but I mean, it gives the ground a little bit of detail, I guess. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and change the way that the terrain looks. And these are the options that I have without using any power discs. And I think I'm going to end up using that carburetor counting one because I haven't used it yet. So let's go ahead and change it all to that. And I just pressed Y to theme all. I'm on the Xbox 360. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if I really like that, but I guess it's alright. Next thing I want to change is the track itself. Let's go ahead and change the way the track looks. And these are going to be the options that I have, again, without using any of the special power discs. Kind of like that Lone Ranger one. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, that's going to be another new track. I haven't seen that one yet. I think I'm just going to roll with that, so we'll use that. So that's going to be basic. That's going to be basically what we're starting with. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm going to decorate the area, and then I'm going to go ahead and start adding the weapons that you use on the track, and also I'm going to put the sky changer in. Just kind of add stuff around the track in the next video. That's pretty much all I have for this one. This is Zero at PGzoneHD, and thanks for stopping by.